India's aviation sector saw a major disruption recently, with IndiGo cancelling hundreds of flights and even parking a large part of its fleet. So, what exactly went wrong? Let's break it down. New pilot duty rules came into force on 1st November 2025. The DGCA, the Directorate General of Civil Aviation, implemented new flight duty time limit (FDTL) rules last year, but they became effective only from November 1, 2025. These rules tighten how long pilots can fly and how much rest they must get. Mandatory rest increased for all pilots. Pilots earlier needed 36 hours of weekly rest. Now it's 48 hours, an increase of 12 hours. DGCA also increased rest between two duties, number of weekly off days, limits on consecutive working days. This reduces how often a pilot can be rostered, that is, officially assigned or scheduled for flights. Biggest disruptor, expanded night duty window. The DGCA widened the definition of night duty. Because of this, many evening flights are now counted as night operations. Night operations have much stricter flying limits. Pilots can now make only 2 night landings per week, down from 6. So, a large chunk of Indigo's evening and late night schedule suddenly became difficult to operate with the available crew. Indigo was not staffed for this sudden shift. Indigo has the largest fleet in India and depends heavily on tight rotations. But after the new rules kicked in, many pilots hit their duty hour limits. They could not be rostered legally. Replacement crew were not available. Aircraft remained parked, waiting for pilots. Delays began to stack up across the network. This is why nearly half of Indigo's fleet couldn't be deployed temporarily. Why so many cancellations? Indigo had planes ready, but not pilots who were legally allowed to operate them. The combination of stricter rest requirements and reduced night duty allowances squeezed pilot availability sharply. As delays piled up across the country, Indigo took a drastic step. It shut down all departures from Delhi for an entire day just to reset its network. Flights from Chennai and major routes such as Bangalore to Delhi and Bengaluru to Mumbai were also cancelled. Naturally, airfares skyrocketed across all airlines. Seeing the chaos, the government granted Indigo a temporary exemption from the new night duty rules only till February 10. This is purely to stabilize operations and not to dilute safety norms. Meanwhile, a DGCA inquiry panel will investigate why the planning failure happened, whether Indigo has enough pilots to comply with FDTL norms going forward. When will things return to normal? Because Indigo operates 60% of India's domestic flights, any disruption affects the entire aviation system. Experts estimate that normal operations may resume only around December 10 to 15 once aircraft rotations and crew schedules settle. The new rules aim to improve pilot safety, but the sudden shift exposed deep planning gaps.